Today I'm using Fernando Herrera's brush set to create this look. First of all, I'm going in with the Foundation Me brush and using the L'Oreal True Match foundation. This foundation I've just used for a couple of times now and I'm actually quite liking it. It does offer more of a fuller coverage than what I'm used to. The match is really good for me as well. This colour is the 4D 4W. So it has quite a warm undertone which suits my skin very well. Now I'm making sure that I buff this into my skin using this foundation brush, and I'm really just pressing it in. Just make sure that it really gets into all the little lines and crevices and looks as natural as possible. I do place it over my eyelids, and I am putting some down on my décolletage as well. I do have broken capillaries here, so I like to give them a little bit of coverage. And don't forget to go over your ears. So now in this palette, this is called the Too Faced Natural Mattes palette. Now, first of all though, before I start with the eyeshadow, I'm going in with the True Match Concealer by L'Oreal, and I'm just placing that as a little bit of an eye prime before we head in with our eyeshadows. So the first eyeshadow that I'm going to use, and I'm just pressing then with the Shadow Me brush, it's called Heaven. So it's like a creamy beige shade. I'm popping that in the inner corner and just up underneath the brows. The next shade is called Cleavage. This is quite a mauve shade, and I'm putting that in the outer corner up onto the brow bone and really carving out a really nice crease. So just creating some shape. I've gone in a couple of times with this color just to keep building it up. So it is easier to go in bit by bit rather than grabbing a whole lot of color and getting it too dark in one place. So I tend to put the color at the outer corner and then really blend it through using window shield wiper movements back and forth and just blending it into the inner corner of the eye there. Always placing the bulk of the product in that outer corner and then ensuring that I blend it all the way through that crease line. Same on this side, a couple of times I've gone in with that blending brush. Now I'm actually going to grab this and I'm really going to run this down the bottom lash line as well. So I want to make the eyes look really big, and this helps to just diffuse this bottom lash line when we get a little bit of a darker color there as well. Don't worry about the foundation fallout, we're going to clean up. This is a light shade. Now this is called Nude Goals, and it is very light. At first I thought, oh, might be a little bit light, but trust the process, bear with me. I'm going in with quite a sort of, what would you call this, a peachy shade. It's called Latte Teddy, and just going over that softly. Now in this corner, we're just going in again with that first shade just to really blend out those lines and make sure that that lighter shade's not too stark. Now I'm taking, this one's called Risky Biz, and it's a really dark purple shade. And I'm using the smaller fluffy brush in the Fernando set and really getting that inside that crease line. So not up on the brow bone as such, just right inside that inner corner, the outer corner there, and into that crease and just running that along. Again, going in a couple of times to really build that color up. As you can see, I just place it on the outer corner and then really blend it through. I'm running a little bit underneath, but I'm getting a smaller, more detailed brush to create quite a line underneath. So instead of using liner, I'm actually using the dark shade, this Risky Biz, as a eyeliner. So it's a eyeshadow liner. Because I've got this very detailed brush and it's got an angle at the end, I'm making sure that I bring the eyeliner out a little bit and just make sure I finish off that outer corner so it does look like it is an eyeliner, giving myself a baby wing there. Once again, I'm going back in with that first shade called Cleavage, and we're just going around the outside. The mascara I'm using is the Mineral Mascara by Youngblood, and it's just in black. This is the cleanup. I really like to use an eye cream in order to clean up, and a Q-tip. This way, when I take off the product that's fallen out underneath my eyes, I don't strip my skin right back down to the beginning. So this way the skin is still nicely hydrated, and using an eye cream, it just means it feels beautiful at the same time. So I do love using a product that has double duty. Going back with the True Match Concealer, just a small amount in the inner corner and the outer corner, and I'm buffing that out actually with the Shadow Me brush, just to diffuse the edges. And same on the other side. This helps to clean up those lines as well. Now I'm taking a little bit more of the foundation we used at the beginning and just running it just there, just to blend that line, making sure that that concealer is not too stark and blends well. This is the MCO Beauty and it's the contour wand. And I'm using the same Foundation Me brush and just pressing that into the skin. Just creating some shape with the face and a little bit more warmth as well. The blush I've decided to use is called NARS. This is the liquid blush and it's called Orgasm. It is beautiful. I'm using it with a beauty blender because this way you don't get too much on and you can sort of build it up as you need to. It's got a very high pigment, so you can get too much too easily. And I ran that over my nose as well. The lip liner is called Pout. Now this is by Youngblood. It's actually quite a nude lip liner. I'm only using it to really define the lips, not for colour. The lipstick that I'm using is a Youngblood one. It's called Angelino, and I felt that this colour really complemented the look and complemented these eyeshadows really well. And I'm just using the lip brush for that. This is a Pony Cosmetics blush, and it has a pink sort of peachy tinge. I'm using more of the pinky side just to really enhance that blush a little bit more. I love popping it up underneath the eye makeup there.